How's everybody doing? Good day to every one of you. As you join me, like and share, I've greeted you guys. Yes, that's the first thing I did. That was the first thing I did. However you want to see it or put it. So, this topic is going to benefit every one of us, every one of you. Yeah, so I include myself because it will benefit me too. So you've already seen the topic. If you have not seen the topic, let me tell you what the topic is. The topic is wealth creation. Man, last time I went live and I wanted to, address this topic, but then one thing, one thing led to the other. So I addressed another topic altogether. But this morning, is it still morning? I'm in the mood to talk about wealth creation. So, but I want to see more people join us so that we can get the party started. So if you join me, make some noise, like and share. Quran for Life. Yes, it is. Quran for Life asked, is it possible to start again at 28? He said he lost everything to bad habits. Quran for Life, you are still a young man. If you have been listening to my programs, you will know that you still have years ahead of you. You are still a young man. Do you understand what I mean now? You still have time to organize your life. You still have time to bounce back. Enough time at that. You have enough time. Even there are people who bounced back after 50 years. It is rare, but a lot of people. If you do not give up, you don't need to. You said yes, I will have new job now and will try my best. You are still too young to make excuses. John, I appreciate you. John, thank you so much. I appreciate you, John. Thank you. That means a lot to me. That meant a lot to me. John, I appreciate you. So, now, Quran for Life, I will still come to this topic. I will still talk to you as I run this program. I'm going to touch that area, okay? Caleb Strong. Caleb, sometimes I mispronounce this your name. I call it sometimes Saleb, but the right pronunciation should be Caleb. Caleb was one of the spies sent to spy Canaan in the Bible. Yes, Caleb was one. I think Caleb went with Joshua to go spy Canaan. Okorie Chidebere Sunday, good morning to you. So now we have a lot, almost 100 people watching. Watching on, don't forget, this topic is about wealth creation. This morning I'm going to share my experience with you. And there are so many lessons to be learned on this program. So many. I don't want to tell other stories because some people wrote me, said they want me to address this issue, talk about this wealth creation. And I'm going to tell you my own personal experiences and what I've seen. I'm going to tell you why others failed and why some other people succeeded. Shikim, why others succeeded. Now let's go. For this time, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page. Follow me on Facebook. You can as well also. Catherine Feshi Umeke, long time. So Catherine, long time. I've been looking out for you. I don't know where you've been. Good to see you once more. Abundance Grace said, work does not make us wealthier. Abundance Grace, just listen and you will enjoy this program. Emmy, greetings to you. Emmy is watching from Australia. Appreciate everybody. Abundance Grace, just chill and watch me speak about this wealth creation. Okay? Stay tuned and you are going to enjoy this broadcast. Pamela Fontanella, good to see you. Alexandrina, I see you. Abundance Grace, happy to see you too. Alexandrina Alfonso, this is a Spanish name or Portuguese name. So, guys, listen. I'm here to talk about wealth creation. The question is, why are some people poor and others rich? Why are some people poor and others rich? You know, for some time now, I have been making videos about poverty, how I am stuck at a place, how I've not been able to make money and things like that. I will tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I am stuck at a place, why I'm not making any money, why I am broke. So now, we are talking about wealth creation. I want to start by telling you, it is not everybody that earns more money. The rich guys you see around you today are not the ones who earn more. Did you get my point now? The wealthy guys you see around you, these millionaires or billionaires you see, or people who were able to break the chains of poverty, many of them weren't guys that earned more than others. The people who are millionaires today, most of them spent less. They don't spend much. They saved more money. I'm going to take it bit by bit. Now, I have seen professors, businessmen, people who worked, civil servants that earn so much money, but at the end of their life, they made nothing out of their life. They achieved nothing. I know people who earn like $5,000 a month. If you go to them now, they have nothing. There are people who earn 3,000 euros a month, 4,000 euros in a month, 2,000 euros a month. But if you go to them now, they are broke. In fact, they are owing bank, owing many companies. You ask yourself why. I have seen people who earned very little, yet achieved greatness, became millionaires. Let me tell you the difference. Now, the difference is lifestyle. Now, I told you guys I'm going to use myself as an example. Yes. I've told you guys about my upbringing, how I struggled financially as a child. I've said it, I don't hide these things. Okay, all these hardships, difficult times, made me who I am today. Yes, because these difficult times scared the hell out of me. I don't want to return back to poverty. Yes, that's the truth. That's the truth. Now listen. When I came to this country, I saved so much money. I did not spend money. And that was the time I achieved a lot in life. I wasn't earning more, but I saved more. And even without working, I was able to achieve. Even the little money that, not without working, the little money that came my way, I was able to save money. The story is too long. I'm rushing this story. Okay. When I opened my company, when I registered my company and started making money, I wasn't buying unnecessary things I never needed. When I began to drive taxi, that was when I made the most money. Listen attentively. I spent years without buying any clothes. Listen attentively, I wore one trouser for years, one shirt for years. I wore one trouser for years. People laughed at me, but I was saving money. Did you know why? Because I didn't attend parties. I had no reason to impress anybody. I was after making something out of my life. For many years, I did not go to any boutique. I did not go to any restaurant. I had a lot of problem with my wife and children. Listen attentively. Listen attentively. My wife was screaming, what type of man did she marry? My children were saying, Daddy, one thing I did not fail to do was to make sure we have enough food at home. Food. After my day's job, you see me rush to supermarkets and buy food at home. And what I bought then was what we needed. Listen, every month I saved like 4,000 euros, at times 5,000 euros. Even at a time, my wife thought I was into another business. She became scared of me. She thought I was into money-making ritual. She was asking herself, where was I getting money? She began to suspect me. This is no lie. See, I was keeping 4,000 euros, 3,500, smallest every month. Sometimes 4,000 euros. Because I saved every money I made. Listen attentively. I saved every money I made. I never cared about impressing anybody. Something like this I never bought. This hats you see me today, I bought it recently. Now, even at a time, people were asking, where was I getting money? I never wasted 1 euro. until I told you guys how I worked so hard. I drove taxi 17 hours a day, 16 hours. I slept like 3-4 hours in a day. In 24 hours, I don't even get, maybe that's what is disturbing me now because I distorted my system. Because I worked day and night. That is, I worked like mainly at night and for long hours. So Miss Mendes, I did not see your comment. I would like to see that comment. That comment was filtered. I would like to see that comment. See, now listen attentively. That money I made, I never wasted it. Because I said, why should I drive for 17 hours in a day and spend the money on something that doesn't, spend the money on something that will not bring value to me, or with something that will not enrich me? Belinda, I see you. Are you listening to me? Now, fast forward. After some years, I felt like I've done enough. Like, man, I've done enough as a man. So, a lot of people warned me that I was working too much. I was hustling too much because I wasn't sleeping. I said to myself, well, is it not to drive taxi, to drive car? And I remembered my poverty days. I said I was going to make it. Is it not just to sit inside car and drive? I said I was going to drive and make money. But as I was doing that job, I saw a lot of people drop dead doing that job. I saw many people died in that job. Many people died in that job. Many black people, Europeans, Arabs, I saw people drop dead hustling. And see, there were times I went to bed and the whole of my body was shaking, vibrating. Many times, if I lie down on my bed, the whole of my body will be shaking like this. Headache 24 hours. But I was making money. Did you know the story? Listen. Now, I made the highest money when they stopped Uber drivers and boat drivers. Let me explain these things to you. Formerly in this country, if you have driver's license, you can drive Uber. You know what is Uber? This Uber Uber cars, Uber or boats. If you have driver's license, you can go to the company and start driving Uber or boats and be making money. You understand me? It's a transport service or things like that. So at a time, we went to taxi school. I have taxi shine, that is taxi license. I also have driver's license. So when these guys who did not go to taxi school began to drive boats and Uber, they were like competing seriously with us because boats and Uber then were cheaper. They were cheaper, Something that we took like 20 euro to take a destination of 20 euro then. Uber would take like even 9 euro, 8 euro, or both. So we protested. Even some other taxi drivers in Europe protested. People that went to taxi school. Because it is not easy to get taxi license then. So we protested. And they stopped these guys that never had taxi license. That was when we made money. Then, What I did then was to wake up around 4:30 or 5 a.m. in the morning. Before 12 or 1 p.m., I'm sure of 300 euros cash. I listen to me. If I start like 5 a.m., the day, and you know what? They will keep giving you requests. They will be giving you requests. That is, they will be Uber, because I had two phones. One for Uber, one for Bolt. And I was also a taxi driver. So if I start like 5 a.m. in the morning, before 1 p.m., depending on the kind of customers I had then, I'm having 300 euros. But the disadvantage then was these companies will pin you inside the car. If I start 4:30 a.m., they will keep giving me requests. That is, people giving me passengers till I run. That is, before I get to the destination point, they will give me another request. Like, say, 3 minutes or 5 minutes before I get to the destination of a passenger, they will give me another order. And so they will keep you there, maybe 7-8 hours inside the car. And that was dangerous. They will keep you inside that car for like, the only way I escaped them was to switch off my telephones. And when you switch off, if you decline an order, they will minus your points. When there is, Anthony, see, if you decline order, they minus your points. They will not be giving you request. When I drove taxi there, no, if they give you an order and you decline it, if you do that several times, they will feel you are not serious, or they reduce your points. But then, because I wanted to be getting requests, you know what I mean, I was taking everyone. So at a time, if I come out of the car, taxi, I'll be feeling dizzy. One day, even I dropped on the floor. Come see headache. If you see, you will see money. If the money was so tempting, I cannot stay at home I don't even believe that I am the person staying at home. I cannot believe that I am the person staying at home now. So, at a time I asked myself, why was I stressing myself? For what reason? Why? If I should die now, who is going to take care of even the ones I was able to make? Because I said to myself, I want to make something for my children. I said, even the children are living their lives. I said, if I die now, people who don't even know how I hustled. This is important part. People who did not know how I hustled will step in a grand style and possess. You need to be very careful. They say, Ndobisi. So when I wasn't getting myself, but I couldn't stop because I was addicted to the money. I couldn't stop. Each day, if I tell you, see, I say, why should I stay at home when I can make 250 or 300 or 150 euro in a day? Why should I waste a day? You see the thing, this is why people die. There was one guy, I will tell you guys, this is why people die. You say, why should you stay at home and waste a day? Where you can make like 300 or 250. You understand the point now? So this is why you see so many people drive till death. They have no self-control. You become addicted to the money. It's happened to me. Even people were warning me. Friday, from 7 days of the week, I kept hustling. I wasn't at home. Listen. But then, I did not waste the money. I didn't waste the money. Now, when I stopped driving taxi, something else came to my head. I said, man, I've been hustling all my life. I want to enjoy my life. I want to start living. Since child, I came to Europe when I was in my 20s at a very young age. I've never had time. I've always struggled to remain afloat, to survive. I said, when am I then going to enjoy my life? So I stopped driving taxi. Listen, as I stopped driving taxi, I began to sleep. That was when I started going to boutiques, going to buy shoes, going to buy. That was when I started going to boutiques. Since then, I started going to buy hats. Listen, as I began to buy things, spend money, I became broke. Since I stopped driving taxi and want to live life, since I changed my lifestyle, I've never achieved anything again till today. Did you know why? Because I waste money. I'm spending a lot. I'm spending more than even I'm getting. When I say on my own, I ask myself, how come for many years I've not been able to achieve anything? For many years, I've not been able to do anything. Now I remembered why. It was because I spend every money I get on things that are not necessary. Shoes, I bought shoes that I have not, very expensive shoes that I don't use. I bought trousers that I've never used for once. I have more than 100 hats. I have necklaces that you've not even seen. I thought to myself, what's wrong with me? Is this depression or what? I cannot have enough buying clothes, buying shoes, buying things, trousers. Everything I see, I bought. And I became broke. I cannot even travel. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to therapy for these things. Let me tell you, I'm going to therapy to stop buying things. There are shoes I bought for 200 euros. I've not put in it. I've not worn it for one time. Trousers, there are many. Now let me tell you why I am telling you this. Why I'm telling you this is you can never get rich. You can never get rich by giving out the money that came your way, by spending excessively, not even excessively. You can never get rich by wasting the money that is coming your way. We are talking about wealth creation. The only way, I told you the difference between the rich and the poor. It's not that the rich earns more money than the poor. Those rich guys, they saved more money, invested wisely. Yes, they never wasted money. That's why they are rich. There is no how you can be rich if you waste money, if you don't save money. It's not possible. It's not possible. There is no how. No matter how much you earn. Okay, let me tell you. See, I've been living here for many years. Let me tell you. Now, we are going to touch many areas this morning, and I'm going to give you true life experience. I know people that earn like 4,000-5,000 euros cash. They don't have anything, any investment to their name. Let me tell you, after paying rent, they eat in expensive restaurants. They order foods we call it bestel. They order foods. They buy whatever they want, some people don't even do shopping in all these cheap supermarkets. Some people go do shopping in expensive supermarkets. Some don't eat cheap, they go to expensive restaurants, buy only designers' wares. Some people, what takes their money is holidays, vacation. Vacation. Some show off. Now wait, I'm coming. Let me just take it easy. If you want to be rich, I will tell you what's happened. If you want to be rich, if you want to achieve something in life, there are things you need to cancel. I know some people may argue with me, but listen. Don't go live in expensive house. Live in a house you can manage. And don't see, this is where I have issues at times with my wife. To achieve greatness, you've got to come down. And you see furnishing of house to furnish house. I know some people may say, what are you talking about? Furnishing house will also make you poor. I'm telling you. The television, what type of television are you using? Ofosri kitchen. You know, I told you guys, we are doing kitchen. My wife, do you know how much? 8,000 euros to do this kitchen. I don't agree with her, but already she started it. When the kitchen comes, I said, why should we spend 8,000 euros to do new kitchen? Don't you see the kitchen here? To make money, that month, this 8,000 euro would be enough to buy a property in Africa. That would be enough to buy a property, landed property in Africa. You see how people get poor. Listen to me. That 8,000 euro is enough to buy a land in Africa, and you'll be on the road for life. But you know, some abroad children, they say, Daddy, the way we are living, we need this. This kitchen has been here. All those left for me. I can even eat cooking. I can cook with stove. Left for me, I can cook with stove, or don't even gas cooker, electric cooker. So let's continue. What's the difference between those that have and those that do not have? See, I don't care what you think. At this stage, I don't care what you think, how I live. See, let me see the wealthiest people in this life, they don't show off. Most of the billionaires in this life, some of them are living in a small apartment. I'm not telling you a lie. They don't drive expensive cars. All these multi-millionaires, they have this mentality of keeping money, investing money, saving money, and things like that. The only people you see that show off, that want people to applaud them, that want to be seen as rich people. There are people, if you want to be seen, you want us to see you as a rich person, you are bound to be poor. You will be poor. Because you are seeking public validation, external validation. You want people to have the impression that you are rich. Man, when I see somebody like Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, world richest man. What's the name of this American man? Warren Buffett. These are people who became rich through saving, knowing how to save. Number one, if you want to be rich in life, if you want to make it, you must learn how to save. If you do not learn how to save, you can never make it in life. Did you know? I told you guys, when we saved the most money was when we were living in a very small apartment. When we made the most money, when we saved the most money, was when we were living in a very small apartment. See, If you are living in one room, very cheap apartment, you discover that, and you are wise, at the end of the day, you will save enough. There are some millionaires, that small apartment they began life in, they are still living there. I made time to look into their lives. Some of them, that regular cars you see them driving. Now take time to look around. World richest people, do you see them showing off? Do you see them with gold necklace and expensive cars? Check world richest people. That's what is called silent wealth. They don't make noise, but they are rich and wealthy. They don't make noise, but they are rich and wealthy. You see some people, why some people are poor is, let me tell you why some people are very poor. You are a poor man, you are struggling, you have nothing to your name. You went and rented an expensive flat. Took credit to furnish the flat. How much is the flat you are living in? How much? And how much is your salary? How much do you earn at the end of the month? And how much is your salary? And you want to be rich? How much is your salary? How can you be living in a flat of 1,200 or 1,500? How do you want to become rich in life? Only rent alone. Only rent is over 1,000. But see, if you go rent one room, why do you think some people are renting 3-bedroom flats in abroad? You cannot even afford 3-bedroom flats here because it will be over 1,200 euros. You cannot. Now some people rent, you rent 3-bedroom flats because you want to show off, you want to be entertaining visitors. Yes, and as you rented that 3-bedroom flat, you furnished it because people will be coming to visit you. You see, at the end of your life, you will have nothing to your name. Even if you are able to achieve, maybe you achieve 5%, and others who are wiser than you will achieve 80 to 90%. Your lifestyle, how you spend your money. The other time I made a video, I said, listen, I know Europeans here. I know Europeans who are broke today. Do you know how they became broke? Every year they go on holidays like 2 times. They work, save money, and go on vacation. And that is what they want to see, the world. And that is what is keeping them poor. When I was driving taxi, you know, I'm somebody that likes to talk to people. Listen attentively. I once carried a passenger. This man dressed so simple with his wife. We got talking. The man told me he was born here and he has never traveled to any country in his life. He has never traveled to any other country. In fact, the man told me, he said he has never entered flights before, airplane before. I said, wow. I said, Oga, what are you saying? The man told me he has never entered any flight. I said, why? Look at what the man told me. He said he came from a very poor family. This was an European man. He said he come from a very poor family. When he met his wife, the wife got landed property, a piece of land from the parents, from the father. The wife brought something to the table. The wife inherited a piece of land, a plot of land from the father. The father gifted her. And this man then was working. When they married, they now decided to build on that land. Listen, they now decided to build on the land. The man said he and the wife went to take credit, borrow money from the bank. They borrowed money from the bank to build on that land. Listen attentively. So as they borrowed money from the bank, He and his wife kept paying. As they borrowed money from the bank, they built on that land. They would live on that land and they started paying bank back their money. This took over 30 years. So, when I reached to the man's destination, man, come see heaven on earth. Come see magnificent building. Listen attentively. The man told me he never went on holiday. He said he put all his life efforts on that land. All his efforts, all the money he made, he said he and the wife put it on that land, invested it there. But I went there to go, come and see building. Then this man told me today, he's happy. He took that decision. He's happy with his life. Come and see living. Are you getting the point? And there are so many men, the story too long. There are so many men. Some men may even advise the wife to sell that land. Some men will tell, some unwise men, foolish men, will say that land, take that money and go on vacation. Or sell the land, take the money and buy expensive car to show off. Now, you see, that man, as at the time the man spoke to me, the man was already aged. You see, at the end of the day, their children will inherit that building, that investment. And as their children inherit that investment, that is what I call generational wealth. That is what I call generational wealth. Have you seen it now? Now there are so many people. The money that came their way was enough to make them rich in life. The money, so many people, if you look back, the money you wasted in your life in things that are not necessary, this money is enough to keep you going for life. Check yourself. Why some people are poor is because people spend money on unnecessary things. This is why you see me complain every day. I spend money on unnecessary things. At the end of the day, I don't have money. You see, there are so many people watching me now. They spent years in abroad. At the end, they have nothing to their name. They say they live from hand to mouth. So many people, they go to work. It's not, they are see, at times it's not about hard work. You work hard, but at the end of the day or year, you have nothing to your name, nothing to show for it. You only hope on your retirement benefits. Your hope is on your retirement benefit. But say you have your own building, your own things, you don't have it because of your lifestyle. Let me share a story with you guys. There was a man. He was making money late 70s, early 80s, middle 80s. Then, it was in Africa. Then, plots of land were sold so cheap, at a very cheap rate. And he could afford it. We are talking about wealth creation. This man could afford to buy 2-3 plots of land in an estate he lived then. Instead of buying plots of land when land was cheap, when they sold land at a cheaper rate, this man preferred to go rent 3-bedroom flats, 4-bedroom flats in prestigious locations. Listen, he preferred to go rent house from fellow men And he loved living in estates. He loved living in GRAs where people will come. When friends come, they will hail him. As years went by, the price of land appreciated, became expensive. Don't forget, nothing remains permanent. Are you listening to me? Nothing remains permanent. So, you may lose your job. Your business may collapse. So whenever opportunity comes your way, use it. I dropped a video. I said, never you postpone things. Don't say, I will do. What happened to me growing up, I learned from it. There are little things that counts in life. Yes, so many little things counts a lot in life. Now listen, this man did not care to buy a plot of land. He preferred to go live, in well-developed areas. Friends will gather, the tree party every weekend. He was living. As years went by, the man he grew old, lost his job, and was unable to have any investment in his life, and money stopped coming his way. By the time he desired to do these things, it was no longer affordable. He couldn't afford it anymore. If you go, he tried to do it. It's no longer affordable. Today, a lot of people are poor. Some died without achieving anything. But the opportunity was there. You lack sense. You cannot even invest wisely. The opportunity was there. You did not use it. Let me tell you another way to create wealth. I just told you how people live careless lifestyles. There is what is called invisible assets. We are talking about wealth creation. There is what I call invisible assets or intangible assets. Now, what is invisible assets? Invisible assets, let me tell you, is know-how. Know-how. Invisible assets is also you building trust. I will explain these things one after the other. Now, when I talk about intangible assets, there are people who became billionaires today because they have what I call intangible assets. Now, ask me, what is it? That intangible asset is people who built trust. They made it through recommendation. Now, did you see that Mr. B? That guy, you can do business with him and there will be no issues. That guy is a truthful person. That guy is an honest human being. This is what I call invisible assets, the trust you build. Some people used their own hands to spoil their own reputation. When I talk about invisible assets, reputation is included. Are you somebody people can do business with without quarreling or fighting? Are you somebody people can trust and do business with? If you're somebody people can do business with, then you have intangible assets. You've built trust over the years. Some people do not know that being sincere, being honest can make you a millionaire. Listen attentively, na me the talk. Some people do not, this is what I call intangible assets. Asset is not only physical, it's not only in physical form. Can people trust you? See, why are some people poor today? There are people, when you recommend it, they say, no, don't go to that guy. That guy is a criminal. That guy will eat your money. That guy is not to be trusted. Because of your ways, you've used I told you guys, at times we are, because of our problems, failures in life. I always say we are masters of our life. You've used your hand to spoil your chances in life. Nobody want to do any business with you again. You've brought bad reputation for yourself. There are people who they don't have cash. They don't have any physical assets. But the trust they have built over the years made them millionaires. The trust they have built over the years made them millionaires. Some people became millionaires because, now, see, go to that guy. Go to this person. You may be a businessman, a businesswoman. You may be a businessman, but each business you transact with somebody ends up in, either you cheat the person, or it ends up in quarrel, or it ends up in lying. And when people discover that you are a liar, a cheat, they will not do business with you. Nobody. Because you are a liar. You are not to be trusted. This is what I call invisible assets. Yes. There is also what I call intellectual property. Like your artwork, your music, your dramas, your comedy videos. You don't have any physical cash, but you've got that voice to sing. You don't have physical cash, but you are gifted. You have that talent. We're talking about intangible assets in life, things that will make you rich. You don't have cash, but there is something in you. You have that talent that will make you great. That is invisible assets. And this is what a lot of people used to become great in life. That is what some people, we are talking about invisible assets. Some people became great because of their power. They have that skill, communication skill, that ability to communicate. Language power. We are talking about invisible assets. These things you need to know. And there are so many other ones. So, having said these things, you will agree with me that we are masters of our destiny. We are masters of our life. We are. Yes. When we look at, there are people, if they mention them today, when they mention your name in a gathering, everybody will say, no, I don't want to have anything to do with this man. I do not want to have anything to do with this woman. You spoil your reputation. Name can make you money. Good reputation can bring billions to you. Let me give you instances. There are companies we've known for many years, like clothing companies. They have names. And these names they have built over the years is what they are benefiting, what is giving them money today. You know the companies, I don't want to mention them. There are so many companies, their trademark, their names are what gives them money today. That is how life is. Intangible assets, invisible assets. So when people mention your name, maybe somebody want to do something, maybe want to buy a land, want to travel abroad, want to borrow money, or any kind of a thing people want to do. and your name is mentioned, and people say, hey, that man is an armed robber, that man is a criminal, that man is a thief, he's a Yahoo person. You finished yourself by yourself. Man, this puzzle is here. Guys, yesterday I wasn't able to go live. So today I decided to come and spend some time with you guys. Well, the weather in my country is so hot. The weather here is so hot, so I'm sweating here. I want to end the broadcast here. If you are seeing me for the first time, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I may be coming live. I don't like sitting for a long time. I may be coming. So where you are saying it is, men are, here is, I couldn't sleep yesterday night. I bought myself a fan. So it is very warm here. And I've not eaten nothing. So I want to get myself something to eat. I bought myself granite, but the granite I bought, the granite they sell in Europe is not like the one in Africa. So it's very warm here, man. If you see how I'm sweating. So guys, I appreciate every one of you who came to join me. Don't make some mistakes I made. I wasted money. Even till now, I'm struggling. I'm telling you the truth. Linda, you said I like food. Yes, I do, but not every time. When I eat much, my blood pressure goes up. I like food, but I try to control what I eat. Yes, I like food. When I was growing up, if you don't give me enough food, I fight. I fought a lot because of food. I'm not going to lie to you. You understand me? So, guys. Yeah, so thank you, Kadesh. I appreciate you. So, thank you to everybody. Man, anytime, sometimes, guys, I will be dropping some comedy videos. Anthony, I don't eat much, I eat, but not like that. Like today, I've not eaten, I've not eaten. I just eat banana, Let me show you guys. I ate some banana, that's the remaining. And this banana does not look like African banana, you know what I mean? So I will eat this now after, when I end my broadcast. That's it. I bought myself yogurt and what again did I buy? Catherine Feshi Umeke, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I've been asking myself, I said, where is my sister Catherine? I've not seen you for some time. Good to see you. So, spotless, banana and granuts. I bought myself granuts, I like cashews and granuts a lot. Yeah, I love them. I love eating these things. I don't eat meat, I don't drink alcohol, but I eat all these things. Yes. That's why I have a flat stomach. So guys, Caleb, I see you big time. Thank you for the likes and the shares. I appreciate you plenty. I appreciate you plenty. So guys, I may be dropping some funny videos. I saw the but I swallow a lot, so I eat swallow, but I don't cook. We don't cook with oil, Yes. J Prince, that clothes, I want to stop buying. You see that clothes? If I tell you, that buying clothes, that is, I don't want to. It's like a gambling. Safo, hi, thank you, I appreciate you too, Safo. This sounds like Ghanaian name. Linda, yeah, so I don't, since some days now, almost a week, I've not walked out. I've not gone to work out. But each time I go out, people ask me, well, I may start very soon. I may start working out. I don't want to develop stomach, or I don't want my muscles to collapse. You got the gist. I like looking like a man now. I'm not gonna look like a woman now. Guys, I hate to have collapsed body. Say my stomach is very important. I don't want to grow stomach. And my arms, my muscles, my body, or say my breast fall. No, 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 no. No, no, no. It will not happen. So, guys, thank you for being here. I'm gonna come live. This is a weekend. I'm coming. Let me eat something. I'll be back for more videos. Maybe I'll go live once more. I'll go live once more. Many things to discuss. I don't want to sit for a long time here. So guys, thank you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find me on YouTube, on Kurodi, on TikTok. We are getting to 90,000 on TikTok. Yeah, so my plan is to hit 90,000 on TikTok. Okay, your parents are Jamaican. Okay. Okay, good. So, thank you guys. See you when I go live once more.